Stephen Chang here, coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as for my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for it. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and the videos are uploaded as posts on those two platforms. I also upload the same videos to my YouTube channel, which is Simha Yoga Lab. And if you're not actually streaming with me, and you're kind of taking classes throughout the day or in the future, or if your Instagram and Facebook is rather shaky and it's difficult to kind of watch and hear, then you should probably migrate to YouTube. The video and audio quality on YouTube is far better, and you can also pull up the videos onto your smart TVs. So it's just a much better visual experience for your practice altogether. So that's my recommendation. If you're not actually streaming, go to YouTube instead. Okay, so today's class is basics. It is a level 1 fundamentals of yoga type of practice. I also do kind of like movement therapy type of things, just kind of moving around. If you have any kind of like tightness, this class is actually quite nice to kind of just move things around. For those of you who are newer to my practice, welcome. If you have any injuries, special conditions, limitations, please be very mindful, since I'm not there with you, that you have to make some good decisions about what poses are appropriate for you and what is not. So let discomfort, let pain be your guide to keep you from doing anything to injure yourself, right? Let's try not to injure yourself or perpetuate any injuries or recreate any injuries, right? So always make some good decisions. You do not need to take every pose I ask for. You can also always go back to the basics pose if I'm asking for a variation on something. Or you can modify it, use props, use your other body parts to help you assist, right? So you can always use your hands to your thighs or something to help you support the structure of your body. So always keep that in mind to customize the poses accordingly so that it is accessible for your practice. Okay, let's sit up tall. For those of you with tight hips or tight lower back, please elevate. Sitting up on a block or a blanket will make it more accessible for you. Let the palms face up, fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. With your eyes closed and the lips touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. And as you start to cultivate that breath, letting the inhales even out with the exhales. Also connect to the spine. Through the inhale, crown of the head reach upwards toward the sky as you lengthen. And through the exhales, grounding evenly through your seat. Inhale, expansion of your lungs in all directions. Exhale, empty it all out. Continue to take the next few breaths at your own pace. And whenever you're ready, Ujjayi breath, ocean's breathing. So lips are touching, slight restriction to the back of the throat, and creating the ha sound as you inhale and exhale. Kind of like you're trying to fog up a mirror with your nose. Three arms together, inhale. the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gato Biva, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Sabahya, Bihyandraha, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. A few more rounds at your own pace. Beginning to move your neck and your shoulders, the top of the spine. And draw the chin back toward the chest and pause. Taking the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off your blocks, extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to each side and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in. Roll out. Draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. Take it back to center again, and then opposite direction. And back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms high, extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Back to center again. Side bends. Right hand down, left arm overhead. And take it back up. Other side. Back to center, legs forward, forward fold. Take it back up again. So feet together, knees apart, drawing the heels in, grab the ankles. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's take it into the forward fold once again. Now, when you take your forward fold, you have some options. You can press your elbows to your inner thighs, and that will give you a little bit more hip opening, right? So through that hip rotation. Also, the contact of the elbows to your inner thighs gives you another point of stability, right? So that's a nice way to stabilize. Now, if you tend to round the spine a lot, at this point, think about lengthening the spine and keep a much more neutral position. So even though you don't go as far as you might want or imagine you can, it's better for you to take any forward fold with a lengthy spine. Right? So there are some exceptions, but for the most part, right? Think about lengthiness whenever you're taking a forward fold. Right? Whether you're sitting down or if you're standing. All right, make your way back up. Take the left hand to the floor and gently press your right thigh away. So encouraging more openness and lengthiness to the inside of the legs, your hip crease and your groin. Take it back to center, switch sides, and press your inner left knee, inner left thigh away. And take it back to center again. Now, draw the left knee in a little bit and line up the left hip with the left knee. And then take the shin about parallel to the front of the mat and flex your foot. So this becomes a 90-degree angle, right? So you're sitting on the outer left hip, outer left leg. Then take the right leg back and do the same thing with your right leg, right? So 90 degrees, 90 degrees. You're on the outer left leg, outer left hip. Frame your left leg with your hands to either side and square your torso over your left leg. Lengthiness through the spine. Keep that lengthiness and start to hinge at the hips, draw forward. Now come forward maybe about halfway. Notice how when you come forward, right away you start to get that extension through the outer left leg, outer left hip. Now keep supporting with the hands. Can you go a little bit further forward? Keep the left hand down. Move the right hand further forward. Stay on your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, can you keep that lengthiness of the spine and go a little bit further? So now your belly and your lower ribs are probably touching the inner thighs. But keep the spine straight. Try not to round, right? So straight through the spine. Neutral spine is what we're looking for. Alright, start to walk your hands back in. Keep the legs as they are. And counter twist to the right. So this gives your lower back a little bit of a release. Come back to center. Again, frame your left leg with your hands. Lift the right knee, step the right foot in a little bit. So now your right heel lines up with your right seat. Okay? And then you can move the right foot out a little bit so you can pivot to the heel of the foot. With your hands supporting, you're going to roll the knee up and down, okay? So roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back, roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back, roll forward, and roll back. Stay rolling back here, supporting with the left hand and plant the left palm down. And then again, just like we did earlier, press your right knee, right inner thigh away from you. So you're getting hip opening through the inner right thigh. Alright, release that action. Slide the left hand further out. Take the left arm down, maybe at an angle, right? 45 degrees or so. Right hand to support. Pick up the right foot. Roll the right knee forward. So now your legs are about parallel to each other again. Draw the right knee forward. Draw the right heel back. Draw the right knee forward. Draw the right heel back. Draw the right knee forward. Draw the right heel back and stay there. As you reach your right heel back, there's a slight back bend happening. You can remain here with the right hand supporting. Or if you can bind the right hand to the right foot and keep your balance, kick it back. And this is a deeper back bend. Alright, start to release your leg, step the foot back down, lift back up. Now draw the left heel in and step the right heel forward and intersect the right heel with your left ankle. So you're still sitting to the outer left leg, outer left hip, and the right seat actually comes off the floor. So you're intersecting your heel to your ankle, okay? Left hand to the floor, right arm is up. Lean forward and line up the torso over your left leg. Right hand to support and fold. Now notice if your right knee is opening out to the side, I want you to actively draw the right knee in towards center to a vertical line. So that's what you're looking for. Walk it back in, lift the torso back up, keep the legs as they are. Right hand behind you. Wrap the left arm around your right knee and twist. Take back to center. counter twist to the left. Let's go a little bit deeper. Right hand behind you again. Now, if you can, you're going to hook the left arm to the top of the right leg. Use that resistance and twist more. If that is difficult for you, come back to the arm to the right and twist. Back to center. Again, counter twist to the left. Back to center. Let's extend both legs forward again. Raise your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Take it back to center. Soles of feet together. Now this time, rather than drawing the heels closer to you, you're going to take the heel further forward. So creating a diamond shape here. You're going to grab the insides of the feet, or you can thread the arms underneath in a lengthen. Now this one, you can round your back as much as you want. This is meant to be a very easy forward fold, a very relaxed forward fold. Release, come back up. Move the left leg out of the way. Draw the right knee in, right heel in. Now you're again lining up the right hip over your right knee so you have a vertical line here. Move the right heel far enough forward so that your shin is parallel to the front of the mat and flex your right foot. Then draw the left heel back and do the same thing with the left leg. 90 degrees with the right leg, 90 degrees with the left leg. So you have the outside of the right leg and the inside of the left. Right? So square the torso over your right leg. Hands to either side for support. Lengthen on the inhale. Keep that neutral spine and start to hinge forward. About halfway. Now, as you draw halfway forward, right, depending on your flexibility, you can start to feel a lot of sensation if you're a little bit tighter. If you're a little bit more open in the hips, you may not feel much of anything yet. All right, so keep that lengthiness. Go a little bit deeper. Right, so your belly is beginning to make contact to the thighs. And then if you have even more, go even further forward. And start to make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. In and back to center. Walk your right hand further out and take the right forearm down. Left hand to support. Lift the left thigh. Right? Draw the left knee forward. Draw the left heel back. Draw the left knee forward. Draw the left heel back. Draw forward. Draw back. Keep the left heel drawing back and holding it here. You can stay here or grab the foot and kick back. Release. Step the left foot back down. Rise up. I forgot to the knee roll. All right? Move your left heel slightly further forward and pivot to that heel. Hands to either side. Roll the left knee forward. Roll the left knee back. Roll the left knee forward. Roll the left knee back. Roll forward. Roll back. Stay there. Ground the right palm. Gently press your left knee, left inner thigh away from you. So you're getting a little bit more extension through the inner left leg, through the hip crease, through the groin. All right, release, take back up. Draw the right heel in, swing the left leg around, and then intersect the left heel with the right ankle. You're still sitting on the outer right leg, outer right hip. In fact, your left seat is off the floor. You're not sitting on your left seat. Right hand to support. Try to keep the vertical line of your left shin. Raise your left arm up, reach forward and fold. Now as you fold, full. Check your alignment with your left shin. If it's still in place, you can reach further forward. Start to make your way back up. Left hand behind you. Wrap the right arm around your left knee and twist. Back to center. Counter twist to the right. Back to center, we'll twist a little bit deeper. If you're able to, you're going to hook the right arm to the top left leg and then press into your left leg to twist. If this is too deep for you, come back to wrapping the right arm around your left leg. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Extend the left leg forward. Extend the right leg forward. This time, let's take the feet a little bit wider. Wider than mat width distance. Left hand to the floor. Right arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Square the torso over your left leg. Lean forward and grab the outside of the left foot. Re-lengthen your spine. If you tend to reach forward with your chin, you see how it's crunching the back of the neck? I want to look slightly down and forwards, right? Keep the spine in line, straight line, neutral. And then hinge at the hips to take it further forward. Right, as you take the forward fold, you should feel a lot of back of the left leg stretch, but you should also feel a lot of lower back stretch. Now, as you grab the outside of the left foot with your right hand, draw the left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, and deepen the fold, and that should give you a slight rotation in your spine. Release, take it back up, switch sides. Right hand to the floor, left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Keep that lengthiness. On the exhale, draw forward. Grab the outside of the right foot with your left hand. Re-lengthen. Come back to a neutral cervical spine. On the exhale, go deeper into the forward fold. Now once you have the forward fold, actively draw the right shoulder back, left shoulder forwards. There's a slight rotation. Make sure you're still lengthening the spine and not rounding. Release, come back to center. Inhale, raise your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Grab the inside of the heels or anywhere inside the legs. Lengthen and fold. Release, take it back up. Step the feet even wider. Side stretch. Press your left arm out to the side. Extend the right arm out. Flip the palm to face up. Reach overhead. As you reach overhead, slide the left arm out to the left side and extend. Keep reaching. Now, if you're reaching out to the left side, if you're low enough to bend at the elbow and the forearm comes down comfortably, then press your arm to the inside the left leg for support, and in this lower position, extend. You may even go as far as binding. Now, if this is a struggle for you and you're pretty high, as you extend the right arm forward, your right shoulder starts to descend, right? That means you're pretty tight around your thoracic spine and your shoulders. If that is the case, you have the option of reaching the arm out to the side so that you can stack more actively. And then once you have that stacking of the shoulders, just move your right arm as high as you can. And maybe at an angle like this, as far as you can go, that's fine. Keep stacking, keep side bending. The other option is take the right hand back behind you. Use the right hand as resistance to your lower back so that you can stack your shoulders more actively, and then with that, slide over to your left, and then maybe your forearm down. So the key point is, right, whether you have the right hand behind you, overhead, or off to the side. The indicator of proper alignment is your shoulders right shoulder is collapsing, right? You're actually too tight and you're not taking the pose to the fullest extension and then to the fullest benefit. So you need to modify accordingly so that you can stack your shoulders, right? Even if you're this high, right? The stacking and rotating of the right shoulder back gives you openness here, gives you resistance and side extension. All right, coming back up, second side. Press your right arm to inside the right leg. Extend the left arm out. Flip the palm. Raise your left arm up and then start to tilt over to the right side. Keep using your right hand to the inner right leg for resistance. Keep going to the right, to the point that maybe your right forearm can come down. Keep extending to the point that maybe you can bind the hand to the foot and keep stacking. Right? You have so many positions you can be in. You can be here and stack and get a very nice side stretch. You can let the arm go out to side so that you can find more freedom to stack and then work within that capacity. You can take the left hand behind you, stack your shoulders, stay here. Or you can keep sliding out and encourage the stacking of your shoulders, right? With the half bind. Again, arm overhead if you're able to, or arm out to the side and just keep stacking. You have so many options. Alright, start to break, make your way back up. This time, you're going to take the hands behind you. Outwardly, turn your fingertips out, press your fingertips to the floor. Sit up tall. Broaden your shoulders by drawing your shoulders back. When you draw your shoulders back and you're broadening your chest, you're also engaging the upper back. Your shoulder blades are kissing toward each other. Re-lengthen. Now, rather than looking up, right, I want you to look forward. Keep the spine in a neutral position. Now, as you notice, as you press your fingertips to the floor and tilt forward, right, you should start to look slightly forward and down, keeping everything in line as you come forward. Try not to reach forward, right, because then if you're reaching forward with the chin, then you're crunching the back of the neck. You should be reaching forward through the crown of the head, forwards and downwards. Now, once you get to a certain point, if you can use your hands forward for support, keep supporting, keep sliding forward, and go to the fullest extension of the pose. Begin to walk your way back in, supporting your inner thighs with your hands, and then draw the soles of your feet together, knees apart, and let's just take some gentle butterflies, very gentle butterflies. All right, knees together, swing the legs back, crawl the hands back forward for down dog, walking it out side to side. Come forward into your plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage. Point the toes back. These are your progressive cobra poses. Press your hands to the floor. Lift up, baby cobra. Your ribs and your belly, lower ribs and your belly are touching down to the floor. Your upper ribs, your chest is lifting. So there's a back bend here happening, the upper back bend. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher. This time your belly and your ribs are not touching down, but your elbows are still deeply bent. Lower, arms all the way down, still hovering. Inhale, lift up even higher. This time, maybe it's the full extension of your arms. Maybe it's the fullest extension of your arms, which may still mean your elbows are bending. And lower all the way down to the floor, and then shift your way back to child's pose. Stretching your lower back, releasing your sacrum, releasing your hips, let the forehead rest. And lift back up, make your way back to the down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward, back heel comes down, warrior one. On the exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm up and back, left hand to support. Exhale, side angle. Right hand to the inside of the foot if you can manage to touch down. Or take the right arm to top of the right leg, stack the shoulders, raise your left arm up. Right, anytime you're facing to the side, you're always encouraged to stack the shoulders. Right, so left arm reaching straight up. Now, if your arms are, if your shoulders are tight, you can always take it out to the side a little bit, right? So rather than letting the shoulders collapse, it's better to stack the shoulders and just move the arm. Right? That way you're still working on rotation. All right, inhale, come back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot, stepping back, plank pose, top of the push-up. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, full push-up, chaturanga. Roll forward onto your toe, onto the tops of the feet. Lift the hips up, gaze slightly upwards, up dog. Roll over your toes again, move it down dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the left forward, back heel comes down, warrior one, arms up high. So you want the left toes pointing straight forward, left knee lining up over the heel. On the exhale, open up the arms, open up the hips for warrior two. Left knee still stacking over the heel. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Left hand inside of the foot, right arm up. Or modifying, elbow to top leg, right arm up. And again, if reaching right arm here is difficult for your shoulders, a little bit off to the side, but keep your shoulders stacking. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. And inhale, one breath, exhale, push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, step the right foot forward, warrior one. Wrap the right hand back behind you to your lower back, draw the right shoulder back. Extend the left arm forward. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, square back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting here for 3, 2, 1. Square back to center. Release your right hand. And then taking the arms up for warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen and reach up, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up, warrior two. Lengthen out the front leg, triangle pose. Tip the left hip slightly back and reach your right hand forward. So you're reshaping your torso to take the pose. You can take the right hand directly to the floor, left arm up, and that's a triangle. Or you can modify it. Right hand a little higher up the shin, or a little bit lower down the shin if you're more flexible. Right? So, triangle pose. Now, to come out of the pose safely, especially if you're flexible enough to take full extension of the leg, of the front leg. Now, you're not very flexible, your knee is already bent, right? So you don't have to worry so much if your knee is already bent. For those of us who have full extension, right? So you're taking this extension to your hamstrings. So right now it's working strongly, right? If you press into your foot to rise up at this point, keeping full extension, for those of you who are not strong enough and not flexible enough, it could pull your hamstrings. So my recommendation is, when you take this full extension of your triangle, to come out of the pose, take a slight bending of the knee, right? Slight bending of the knee. That will reduce the pull to your hamstring so that when you come up, it's a lot safer for you. Now, as you come up, you can always re-lengthen that front leg, taking it to reverse triangle. And then bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Step the left forward, warrior one. Right? Take the left arm back behind you, right arm forward. Make sure left knee lines up over the heel. Retract the left shoulder back, reach for your right fingertips forward. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, square back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Stay there. 3, 2, 1. Square back. Release your left hand, forward and up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend front knee, warrior two. Lengthen front leg, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Tip the right hip back, reach your left hand forward. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, triangle. Modifying left hand on the upper part of your shin, or a little bit lower if you have a little bit more range in you. And then taking the right arm up for your triangle. Alright, so start paying attention to what that front leg is doing. If you have the full extension, fantastic. Make sure you're also not locking into that knee. Keep the slightest micro bend so that you're taking a good extension, but at the same time not locking. Now notice how that pull is happening to the hamstrings, right? You're engaging the hamstrings, you're extending, you're lengthening. Now, if you push into your right foot to try to lift up at this point, it could be rather strong, too strong possibly for your hamstrings. So, to come out of the pose safely, right? Let's everyone start to do it. Bend the left knee ever so slightly so that when you come up, it's not as tough, right? You can always then re-lengthen the left leg to take into reverse triangle. And then bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank, inner one right. Exhale, push up, chaturanga. Inhale, forward and up into an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, step the right foot forward between hands, left knee comes down, crescent moon. Now for those of you with knees that are rather sensitive, you can take padding to your left knee with your blanket or your towels. Untuck the toes, hands to top the thighs. Lunge actively forward, lift the chest, lean upper torso back. This is the back bend, staying here. Once you have a breath or two in and you are ready to take the arms up, Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing up, reach up and back. Now, for those of you where your shoulders are tight, right? Drawing the arms fully extended behind the ears may feel impossible right now. Therefore, if you want to modify, the arms can go straight up, the arms can also go forward. Additionally, you can take the hands wider, right? You can take the arms parallel or wider. So that all depends on your mobility. You can reach forward, you can reach higher, you can reach up and behind the ears. So maybe you can reach behind the ears if your hands are not together, right? So all those are good options. Find one that is the most appropriate for you. All right, releasing. Hands to either side, the left foot, right foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then lengthen into your right leg for pyramid. So this is your right hamstring stretch once again. Now for those of you who have blocks, who also need a little bit of help, you can take your blocks as extension of your arms, and then lengthen out the right leg and fold in here. Now keep in mind, if you have blocks, right, you can go to the highest setting, you can go to the middle setting, you can go to the lowest setting, or maybe no blocks at all, right? So those are the options for you. Bend the front knee, keep the left hand down to the floor, raise your right arm up to twist, so this is your twisted lunge. Have fun. Right hand behind you. Stack a little bit more deeply. Then raise your right arm up and over the right ear, extending forward. And take the right hand down, step the right foot back plank. This time, lower all the way down to the belly. Walk your hands forward, take the forearms down. Grab opposite elbows, so you're measuring out your shoulders width with your arms, and then releasing your hands to parallel. Pressing your belly, your lower ribs down, and lifting your chest up in opposition. Notice that the left shoulder lines up with the elbow. You want 90 degrees here. Two more breaths. Start to release. Move the elbows out. Walk your hands back in. And then child's pose. Drawing a seat toward the heels. Stretching your lower back. Releasing your sacrum and your hips. Lift the head. Walk your torso and your arms to the left. Left forearm comes down to the floor. Right arm fully extended, reaching out through the right fingertips. So you're getting a nice right side stretch and shoulder stretch. Walk it back to center and take it to the other side. Right forearm down, left fingertips. Reach through your left fingertips and crawl it out in space. Walk it back to center, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Step the left forward. Warrior one. Exhale, open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Tip the right hip back. Reach your left hand forward. Left hand to top of the shin to the floor, or left hand to the floor, right arm up. Sorry. We did this triangle. We were on crescent moon. My fault. Come back to down dog. Left leg up. Step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Crescent moon. Extra padding to your right knee if you need it. Untuck the toes. Walk your hands to top the thighs and lunge forward. Alright, so you want to get a breath or two in here so that you can form the foundation of the pose, which are your hips and your legs, right? So once you have the hips moving forward and you have the left knee lined up with the heel vertical line and the heel firmly planted to the floor, then you are nice and stable here to now be ready to take the arms forward and up into your full expression of the crescent moon. So again, depending on your mobility with your shoulders, right? Arms can be further back, straight up, or forward. Hands can be together or separated. So all those are really good options. Whatever is appropriate, right? That's always the case. What is appropriate for your physical condition right now, right? And then as you practice more, you're going to learn different techniques to help you modify into your poses and customize the poses to your needs, right? And it could be from day to day, things may change, right? Maybe you did a workout outside yesterday and your shoulders are just really tight today versus maybe 2 days ago, your shoulders are fine, right? Now you're super tight because you overdid a workout, right? So your arms can be in different conditions. All right, let's start to release. Hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and lengthen over your left leg. Hamstring stretch in your pyramid. Bend the front knee, right hand down to floor. Left arm up to twist. Left hand back behind you, half bind. Twist a little bit deeper. Then raise your left arm up over the left ear, extend it, revolve side angle, or lunge. And release your left hand back down, ground the back heel. Circle it up, warrior two, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back, and again, lower all the way down to the belly. Arms forward, forearms down, Sphinx pose. Grab opposite elbows to measure. Forearms are parallel. Press your belly and your lower ribs to floor. Lift upward chest in opposition. The arms 90 degrees. And start to release. Draw the elbows out. Walk your hands back in. Child's pose. Stretch your lower back. Let's take a twist this time. Walk your hands in. Take the right forearm down to the floor. Press your left hand down and start to rotate to the left. Then take the left hand behind you for support. Draw the front of the left shoulder up and back. Support the hand to the head and twist. Release your left hand back down. Release your head. Left arm down. Right hand behind you, half bind. Draw the front of the right shoulder up and back to twist. Then take the left hand to support the head and twist deeper. Release your right hand back down. Release your left hand and then walk it back to your down dog. Pigeon pose. Left leg up. Left knee in toward the nose. Point the left toes. Land the shin to the floor. Left knee, left thigh. Angles up 30 to 45 degrees over to left side. Inch your right knee further back so that you can lower the seat a little bit more actively. Untuck the toes. Then walk your hands back and sit up tall. Now if you did all this ankling and all the balancing correctly, your pelvis should be pretty level and your spine should be pretty straight and you're balanced here. You may not even need your hands for support. Then start to make your way forward into the forward fold. You can stay in your forearms or you make pillows with the hands, your choice. As you settle into this pose, make sure you feel the levelness in the pelvis, right? Try not to let the left seat draw down and you end up tilting to the left side. Stay on the top of the shin. Stay with your hips, your pelvis level to the floor. When you do it that way, then you also get a nice stretch to your left glute, left thigh, left knee, left shin, left foot in general. 3 more breaths. All right, let's start to break. Lift the elbows up, walk your hands back in, tucking the back toes and pressing back to a down dog. Take lots of movement, pedaling out the legs side to side. That will help you get more circulation back to the legs. Right? You might feel some pins and needles or some numbness to that left leg, right? And that's just a sign of poor circulation, right? So by walking out side to side, that should help bring lots of blood back to the leg. All right, second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor. Your pointed right toe position. Angle out the right knee, right thigh, 30 to 45 degrees to the side. Inch your left knee further back so you can untuck the toes and balance on your right shin. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. So if you did this right thigh angling out to the side creates a triangle to balance on. Your pelvis should feel pretty level, and your spine should be straight, and you're balancing on the right shin. When you're ready, walk your hands forward. You can be in your forearms, you can make pillows with the hands. Whatever is most comfortable and stable for you. But you should feel some level that your right glutes, right hip, is working on hip opening and rotations. And so again, being always very mindful that you're not just tilting to the right side and then collapsing onto your right seat and outer right leg. You want to be balancing on the top of the right shin. All right. I'll give you about 2 or 3 more breaths. So anytime you're holding a pose, right? In my level 2, level 3 classes, right? You start to take options on variations whenever you're holding a pose, right? So keep in mind that when you're holding a pose, there are definitely benefits. But up to a certain point, you're going to feel like you want to do something else aside from that pose in the most basic form. You can always take a variation with it. And it becomes more exciting, a little bit more varied, right? It keeps it interesting for you. So keep practicing, keep learning new things to put into your tool belt so that you can always pull them out and use them whenever you can, right? So the more you learn, the more things that you can play with. All right, start to make your way back, walk your hands back in, tuck the back toes, and then press it back to the down dog, and again, pedal out the legs, walking it out side to side. Begin to walk your feet forward toward your hands, and gently take the seat down, extend the legs forward. Use your hands to either side of you. As you slide the hands out, they support your back so that you can recline safely onto your back. Left arm stays out to a T, left knee comes in and twists to the right. So you're rolling on to the outer right hip, outer right leg, left arm, left shoulder blade stay flat to the floor for support. And take it back to center again, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other side. So you're rolling to outer left leg, outer left hip. Right arm, right shoulder blade flat to the floor, looking to support as you twist to the left. Take it back to center again. Hug both knees in. And step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Let the feet separate, toes turn out, arms alongside the body, palms face up. Shavasana, final relaxation. Start to draw the breath back in. Moving the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side. Come up to a comfortable cross-leg position. Even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep. And let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer from the heart. Bowing forward, sealing the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing the practice with me today. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. The 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for it, and classes are $10 if you're having a difficult time right now. $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I really appreciate anything you can do. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook. And then the postings are up, and the videos are uploaded as a posting. And then I also do the same thing to my YouTube channel. I upload the videos to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab. And so, if you're not actually streaming with me on Facebook or on Instagram, and if your audio video is a little bit shaky on those two platforms, I recommend for you to go to YouTube instead. YouTube has way better audio and video, and then also when you're practicing, you can pull it up on your smart TV, so you get a much wider, bigger screen to practice with. You can see me better for better instructions, right? So I recommend that for you. If you're not actually streaming, you have a much better choice to go to YouTube instead. YouTube is Simha Yoga Lab. All right, so I leave you that with that today. Have a great day. Be well. Take care. I will see you soon.